Donald Sterling, we now all know what happened, so let's just fast forward and go to what happened yesterday, which was Adam Silver, the new NBA commissioner, laying down the hammer. Let's go to the videotape.
Effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA. Mr. Sterling may not attend any NBA games or practices. He may not be present at any Clippers facility, and he may not participate in any business or player personnel decisions involving the team. He will also be barred from attending NBA Board of Governors meetings or participating in any other league activity. I am also fining Mr. Sterling $2.5 million, the maximum amount allowed under the NBA Constitution.
Okay, so if you were hiding under a rock, 10-second recap. Donald Sterling, owner of the Clippers, 9-minute audio tape, incredibly racist, while talking to his black and Mexican girlfriend. We'll get to that part in just a second. I mean, there's so many layers of this. Let's just start with just broad racism. It hasn't gone anywhere, has it?
No. Since Obama got elected, I think it's pretty much come out of the closet.
So did we have a little dip when Obama came in? Was there a little dip and a feeling like maybe we're getting past this and we're post-racial, and now it's starting to rear its ugly head again? Do you think that's what's going on?
No, yeah, I think for 10 seconds when Obama got elected, that was amazing. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the guy was black and had this weird name, I thought there's no way America's going for this, and they did. It was great. But yeah, it just pushed all the buttons and all of the fear of the white males who are losing the battle. Sorry, guys. And
we had a good run, Rick.
You did. You had a good run. And yeah, it's now seeping out of every corner of our culture.
So his weird name, are you saying that's why they always say Barack Hussein Obama on Fox News? Is that why they always do that?
Yes, they do that.
Rick, racism, I thought we were past it, but I guess not, huh?
Well, it shows you how smart a racist is, too. Hey! I'm in charge of hey, I'm Don. I'm in charge of a whole team. Hi, come on down to to my Ford dealership. Unless you're Asian, boom, out of there. Hey, come on down to the bathhouse. Unless you're gay, boom, out of there. You know, This guy can't. Yeah. He's not a very bright guy. He wasn't destined to be anything but briefly lucky.
Yeah. Would you guys feel slightly different if he didn't have this crazy history of racism? You know, Elgin Baylor, the former GM of the Clippers, had gotten into some stuff with him. There's been this slumlord issue that he didn't want black and Hispanic people renting his apartments. If this had been somebody that had a perfectly clean record, as far as we knew, would you feel different about a private phone call?
Absolutely, and there is an issue around the privacy of that phone call. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wrote a great little piece, I think, for Time magazine online, and he talked about that part of it, that he didn't like that part of it. But yeah, it might have been like a Michael Richards moment or something for Donald Sterling. I mean, who knows? But the point that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made and these other people is that this guy's been doing this for years and years. He's known, he has a reputation in this city for being like this, and no one made a fuss about it then. So, but it takes something like this, you know, a TMZ moment in our culture to actually push him over the edge.
This new media we have that, you know, they're discounting as, oh, that's just the alternate media or that's just citizen journalism, is having gargantuan sledgehammer impact on circumstances. There was the kid who had Alzheimer's in school, who was being bullied.
Or
so
Asperger's.
Asperger's, and he was in school, and he records the bullies, and they sue him, and so the mass media took over, and they dropped the suit and they ran and hid.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some other circumstances like that, aren't there?
It is powerful, but it is also, there's an issue. I mean, you know, this was a private phone call. And I guess the girlfriend today, in the LA Times, the girlfriend was saying that she did not mean for this to go out, and she did not release it, but there was a third party involved, we don't know who that is yet, who did release it. So
Do you guys fear that the privacy thing, I mean, we talk about privacy at some level every week on the show, and we're going to do more of it in a little bit, but that the privacy thing has completely disappeared because we've all said things privately in private conversations. We're all in the comedy world where you joke about things that you do it publicly and it can be taken the wrong way, much less if you did it privately. So do you worry about that we're losing that at all? Which in no way is a defense of anything he said in that audio tape, obviously.
I don't think that we're, and we're talking about two different things. I'm afraid of losing other kinds of things over that system entirely than just I said the wrong thing in a joke. I think we may have given up more freedom than that for this artificial safety in that system. I'm not sure if there's any real safety at all in what they provide us with this security system. I don't think they're even referring at all to our individual safety when they're recording. They're wondering when we're going to wise up and come out and do something. You know?
I think in general, though, I don't think we've really had the privacy conversation yet. I think we're all experimenting with this stuff, and I mean, look at social media. We give away all of our privacy in order to connect to people on Facebook and Twitter and all those places. You know, you sign it away when you download the app. Yeah. And so I don't think we've really even begun to have a real conversation about it. I don't think the average person it's hit their life yet. Yeah. And when that does, then the conversation will really start here.
Well, we're trying to do it here, which is why I bring it up every week. Do you guys? To me, it seems like the NBA did absolutely the right thing.
They had no
Adam Silver, brand new guy. You know, David Stern somewhere in Hawaii.
Whether they meant a word of it or not, they did the right thing. You know, for publicity, because obviously this has been going on before, and they knew about it before. It was okay before until this form of media got hold of it and aimed it like a set of guns on them, and they recognized that we have a set of controls to shoot at them with words, and they're terrified of these words.
Well, and they even said that they've been wanting to take action against him for a while, but they watched these lawsuits go down, and the lawsuits kept going down in his favor, so they really couldn't make the move. And my understanding is if he hadn't done what he did yesterday, every single team was going to walk off the court last night, which would have been really fun to watch.
It would have been
a spectacle, right?
I mean, even if they had just delayed the games a half hour and screwed up the TNT, ESPN.
Money.
A
lot of advertisers
It's still about
furious.
money in the end. It's a business.
It was the advertisers that motivated most of this.
For
you
sure.
know, board members, long oak table of pounding fists, you know.
Well, did you guys see the video of the advertisers at Staples Center? They were literally covering up advertisers, their billboards
the Virgin America seats were going away.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of racist has a black girlfriend? We've been talking a lot about this on the Young Turks.
Lots of them.
Yeah. So what's going on there with that mentality that you could have a black girlfriend and then you could say to this girl, do not bring black people? Magic Johnson. Forget the racist part. If you care at all about basketball,
Johnson.
you would want to be associated with.
He's an amazing guy.
No, but really, how do you guys parse that level of racism?
Well, you know, that kind of racism in general is fear of the other. It's your unconscious psyche, afraid of the unknown, the thing that you can't control, and the thing that is so different from you that you can't recognize it. And it leaks out in personalities in all sorts of interesting ways. So, having a black or Latina girlfriend, you can fuck her. You know, so you can have control over her. You can sexually dominate her. That's one way to deal with the other, the unknown. Yeah. And the other is then to try to control, you know, your public space. And here's a man, clearly a ton of money. You look at the LA Times ads this guy takes out once a month, you know, touting him, oh, I got another award with this or whatever. Total narcissist. He wants to control his kingdom, and that's one way, another way of dealing with it. I'm going to control my space, and you get to come in and you don't. I mean, it's actually not as strange as it looks.
Yeah. Is it also sort of that plantation mentality, like, you know, I can have the black girl in the house,
and I don't have to show any love.
Yep.
She's just a utility to me.
Yeah, no, it's a great analogy for sure. Yeah.
Actually, last question on this: do you think the NBA should force him to sell? Because that's the one thing they haven't done at this point. And there's some questions as far as legality because their bylaws aren't public. So, you know, maybe the owners would have to vote on it. Do you think they should force it just to really put the final stamp on this thing?
I guess so. I don't know much about that world, but what is he going to do? What choice does he really have at this point? You're going to own
Sell
this
it to
team?
sell, yeah.
What is he going to do? You know?
Where he's not welcome, yeah.
Yeah.
He can't show up to the games anyway, so
No, he can't do anything.
what's the point? All right, well, hopefully he sells.